Welcome. Tonight, we will descend deep down the Sunnydale into the dwelling of Order of Aurelius, the Master's lair. I was so inspired by Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1 that I decided to build the underground church in Sims 4. If you're only curious to see how it all turned out, you may skip to the end of the video and see for yourself. Without further ado, please come to see my build. It's not as scary as it looks. Okay, enough of the dramatics and dramatic voices. I'll talk slightly about what I did here. And first of all, I downloaded this really nifty add-on called Tool, which allows me to rotate items as I wish. So I can recreate this iconic tilted church window situation that's going on. Let me just show you the clip of what I mean.
The Master's great warrior, and the Slayer will not know him, will not stop him.
So as you can see in the clip, the Master was standing near an altar. I had to figure out its position from the screenshots. I don't think I did the best job at it, but I think it's pretty decent. It's sort of above the ground, a problem that I fixed a bit later, but for now I just wanted to check out the positioning. I also placed tons and tons of dirt near the blood pool. To refresh your memory of the show, this is the pool that Master slept 60 years, and afterwards he was woken up by his pupil, Luke. I also noticed that the blue light emanating from the blood pool is kind of significant, so I solved that problem with 2 ambient lights. Previously did these amazing church windows that I was not happy with anymore, because it would not make sense that they survived intact. Perhaps 1 or 2 would have, but not as many as I did. It wasn't that important, I just wanted it to give the look of you can't really escape this place alone. I felt like a big chandelier on the ground was missing. That's my own touch that I added. I also didn't find a suitable skeleton CC, and to refresh your memory, the Master fights a Slayer and he wins, and her skeleton is left there. Felt like no matter how many lights I was placing in the build, it was just not enough. From all the screenshots and all the videos you've seen, the vampires had access to a lot of candles. I was also placing dust and refining the build overall. Feel like dust was a nice touch for all the corners and nooks. I was also wondering if there may be any artwork that survived that we don't see in the show. I would really give a lot to see the set in real life. I'm not American, so I don't have access to Universal Studios, so I wonder if people actually got to see the set. This was my build looking so far, but it was still missing things, so I continued to rewatching the show and decided to improve as I go. I noticed that there was a scene where the Master was standing near this wooden cross. It was a really big cross. I'm not sure if it was made by the church. I will show you the scene.
This symbol, these 2 planks of wood, it confounds me, suffuses me with mortal dread.
I could not decide on the height of this item and still kind of figure out how the tool add-on works. I really like it that in the show he touches the cross and endures the burning. This is how the cross and the scene was looking so far. I was also dimming all the lights to maximum. Too many lights was making this basement too bright. I also noticed that in the show, near the altar there is an area that's slightly lower. I tried to imitate it for some reason. Let me just show you a clip from the show.
And from their ashes the anointed shall rise. The brethren of Aurelius shall greet him and usher him to his immortal destiny, as it is written.
As you can see, the master descends down the stairs to lecture one of his pupils. From that scene later on, I also noticed that there was more objects near the sewer entrance, in particular a column and some church benches. Also a few wooden broken pieces here and there, more lightning. The wooden pieces are there from the next clip where the master is unhappy with the performance of one of his pupils and he throws him into a church bench. I'll show you the clip, and meantime, just adding some extra objects for the clutter feeling. I slowed down the scene so you can really see. Decided to fill out the windows with rocks, kept a few of the stained glass windows just for the feel. I also realized there was an issue of lightning near the sewer entrance. The entrance was emanating blue light in some of the scenes, so I fixed it by adding some ceiling ambient lights. As you can see in the screenshot, the place was really bluish. I decided this was it, and I want to show you the finished result. Please leave a like or a comment, it really helps my channel because I'm new. And here we go.
Time will come, the anointed, and the Slayer will not know him. She will not stop him, and he will lead her into hell. Welcome, my friend.